mage solo lane matchup, Agni versus assuming Opwash, but thinking about how these late games are going to play out, I mean, both just overall really strong team fights.
I also think it's really important and really exciting to watch this one because of...
It's to see where they're going to put most of their focus. Usually it's towards this duo lane, try to get them ahead, but Gunter already in some trouble.
Yeah, I like the damage and the aspect, the mentality from Dzoni. But he needs another wall. Gunter is not going the right way, though. No. He is going north. He needs to be running south, and there is no escape from this one. First blood goes over to Rapio. Worst Turtle rotates in. Will be able to get under the safety of his tower back. It's harder to track when he's dunking down on you from halfway across the map. Panvich, oh my god, walks on out of that one. The Opwash healing keeps him alive. But Dzoni, as if on cue, right? You almost willed it into existence, showcasing where his prowess is. Now, Worst Turtle, left side of the map, gets aggressive. And it's going to be Cozy who's in trouble. Palau comes out, but the chain's not connecting just yet. Finally, one shot locks in. You get the on her ult out of there, but you get a kill onto the Sobek. Tie things up 1-1 and show that the Wargs are nothing to
he's
scuff.
Behind, it doesn't even matter if he hits someone or not. If you can focus this Sobek down and make every engagement a bad one, you're looking good, but Gunter looking pretty rough.
Oh my god, the damage numbers right now coming out of Hex Mambo. They don't get the kill. Gunter makes it out of there. Now Dzoni in a little bit of trouble. Worst Turtle goes in, but great stun, great hammer, and great backup from Hex Mambo. Punish the jungler for the Wargs, put him down, and save Dzoni.
It's just so unfortunate for the Wargs that Gunter wasn't able to output any damage right before a fight. But Preds and Worst Turtle, they're aggressive in this jungle together. Stun comes through. Worst Turtle has to burn the beams.
Yeah, he burns him early and gets blown. Oh my god, what a clean pickup from Hex Mambo. And yeah, that's the go button. Dzoni up into the sky. Kha'Zix, Spudio, everybody coming in to lock down Preds. There's so many walls, so many ways. And yet Preds manages to get a dash just for some distance, but not to save his life in the blink of an eye. Hex Mambo turn that one on its head. Pick up a couple more. That's just where they want to put it. And unfortunately for Gunter, it seems like it might be on the Kukulkan. Uses the beads and uses them incredibly early. No stuns, no CC came out. Opwash is rotated in, but you got back up, you got the wall, you got the hammer, and you got another kill for Hex Mambo.
And that there's why they did not go to Go Fury. Fury, long time to take something away, but they're not thinking about the Mambo just simply rotating into them like they just did. There's never a situation where you get just one or two of the Mambo and Dzoni's in the air.
As if to prove your point, right? You never get just one or two. You get three. Even when you find Rapio on his own, it doesn't feel like it's truly alone. Dzoni did use his ult there, and so they put down Davey, but it gives a little bit of pressure and a numbers advantage, maybe an ult advantage as well to mid, to the Wargs in mid at least. But the walls right now, Dzoni's CC, the damage, numbers onto Preds, already good. Great pluck. Onto Gunter, good wall, blocks him off, but it's a split fight. Rapio taking a lot of damage from Worst Turtle. No one's coming to help the mid laner, and he's going to end up falling down. Second one on the board for the Wargs, and it's Worst Turtle leading the way now, trying to combo the ults, but just a little mistimed instead. Worst Turtle crashes down into his demise, and another one for Hex Mambo as they pick up the pace, find the rhythm of the fight they won. They have to play carefully. Yes, Sobek, Kha'Zix, low.
They're more than happy with how that went.
Making trades like that. Again, it's been favoring Hex Mambo. Not too much. Again, the gold hasn't gotten out of hand just yet, but it's the kills that turn into gold that changes things. Up into the sky goes Dzoni. He's not going to find the dunk, but it doesn't really matter because they've got the damage, and he had the better positioning. Now, you've got so many people on left. You get this kill. Again, it feels like an opening for a Gold Fury, but they want a little bit more. The tower goes down. If they can take down Preds, it's going to be an even wider opening. Great wall from Dzoni. Good impale from Spudio. Preds with the double dash tries to get away. Dzoni, hammer, closes it up, pluck, brings Preds back into it. You've got Panvich rotating in all the way from the solo lane, saves his support, and Worst Turtle able to pick up a fadeaway kill, and now the go button is there for the Wargs up into the Palau, looking for the chains, pulls the beads immediately, and gets a stun onto Kha'Zix. Should be an escape for the on her. Worst Turtle's getting low, though, has to play carefully. If he keeps going in, he's going to get the kill. But is he overcommitted? Rapio just on the side. It doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get there. Hex Mambo get one,
going their way,
but they lose
it easily into a Gold Fury, and that shores up the lead that the Mambo had been building. This is right back to even. Worst Turtle might be getting a little bit too much attention in this jungle.
Well, right now, oh my god, the burst from Hex Mambo and Dzoni finds Panvich now. They want to lock down this Opwash 002, and it's just a shutdown kill. You've got 4-on-1 under the tower here. You're gonna get the kill. It's just a matter of time. They knock that down. Tower is low, but it doesn't seem like they feel confident in their ability to take that down right now. Gunter, Preds in the neighborhood. And that's going to be enough. But Kha'Zix is lazy. Yeah, lazy back in. Gonna go ahead and play that one safe. Fall back a little bit further.
Maybe just not feeling that their 5-on-5 is where they want it to be. Not rotating everyone over. Spudio can rotate it on himself, jump over the wall. Richard Spear should wrap it up. The Aegis does not keep him alive for very long. And that's just one more. Worst Turtle, who has currently gotten every kill for the war.
Maybe he isn't. Well, actually, I'd say it still looks pretty glamorous, right? You're dying a lot, but you're getting in there when you're 100% of the kills as well. It shows that your team is just doing a lot of work. And I feel like, you know, Spudio wanted that Aegis to just buy a little more time. Unfortunately, now you're playing at a numbers disadvantage. You don't have Spudio for another 13 seconds, and it looks like you're not going to have Kha'Zix either. The Gold Fury is the primary target, but the Wargs getting low. They've been chasing the objective a little bit too long. Now, Dzoni, what is going to be the goal? Panvich seems to be the target. Immediately over to Gunter, and immediately out seems to be the option for the Hex Mambo jungler. Rapio's low. Worst Turtle puts another one on the board, loses his life for it, but Dzoni takes a lot of damage. Tornado doing its job, forces him out. You've got Spudio coming in, but you don't want to just walk in one by one. And after all these trades,
and they can approach it on even footing. Fire Giant, he's started up by the Mambo. Spirit is available.
Yeah, it's half health. Immediately dropped and backed up. The Wargs go in. Palau popped up, and it's looking for a couple of pulls. Forces instead CC immunity from Hex Mambo. They try to fall back, but you can't get out of there in time. Kha'Zix goes down. Dzoni up, down, dunk onto Worst Turtle. Looking for the kill, but can't quite find the pressure. Takes him to about half health, but that's the same case for every surviving member of Hex Mambo. Too low to fight. Open this one up. Still, goal. Primary target, tier 2 tower.
Dzoni.
And now Dzoni with the loop around. He's looking for Gunter. Maybe gonna find Preds. Wall hammer, and the damage is good, but a great shot, oh my god, from Gunter, deletes Dzoni, almost kills off more of Hex Mambo, instead forces him to fall back, saves the tier 2, and opens some space for his team.
Now this is a tier 2 that we're fighting tooth and nail for. Spudio, very low, but has the jump. Davey dashing in, maybe looks a little bit more,
Sometimes you just find the right shot, the right damage. Oh man, but Worst Turtle finds his way in. Kha'Zix is low, Spudio is low. You gotta be careful though. Now the tier 2 is on the other side. And I think Worst Turtle recognizes it. I can't believe he went in to begin with, but he gets a kill, a couple of kills, and important ones at that. You shut down a...
Gonna go ahead and start this one up.
Wow.
Wargs in position. Oh no!
Hex Mambo, secure that one. Very close call. Gunter goes for the ult now. The fight afterward has to go your way. Dzoni looks for the dunk. Damage onto Worst Turtle. Palau's going to be good, but you need to find the kill right after. This dodgy will be the bane of your nightmares. Chases on, and the kill is good. Rapio takes him out. Now the legs of the Niflheim Wargs, they're all running, and it's running south back towards the base. Safety is the only thing.
Also down. Could be a tough one, and the Mambo are going to go forward.
Like you said, it's going to be difficult. They did use their runic bombs. They don't have anything to knock it down in terms of huge bursts. Worst Turtle's back in 20 seconds. That's 20 seconds to work with. Get Spudio in there. A couple more autos. Should get the bird. Someone's got to hit it, though. And there goes Dzoni. Great dunk into the back. Finds Gunter. Good damage and gets the kill. But an ult, just off the mark from Gunter. Could have turned this around and been a massive defense instead. Damage. It can be scary if Worst Turtle gets around to the back. Preds immediately goes in, goes for the ult, and Worst Turtle, speaking of which, goes for the 1v1 on Dzoni. Now up into the Palau, looks for the pull, the chains, instead pulls some beads, and that should be a good engage. Wall damage, good onto Preds, but he gets out of there. Can't believe it. Dzoni up to the sky, dunks down, finds the kill, and picks up the first one of this fight. Has to fall back himself, though. Low health bar in the red. Forces him to ambush, or are they just going to go for it? They wanted the ambush. No one took the bait. Now Preds goes in, but it might not be the fight you want. Palau for Worst Turtle. A lot of damage onto Spudio. They find the kill. A big pickup for the Wargs in terms of the defense, and now you're going to be able to play aggressive, but Davey gets brought back in, taken down. You find and chase off 3 members now, and it's falling apart. Hex Mambo. Julio tries his best to stay alive, but goes away. You got 3 members of the Wargs chasing down Rapio, but they've got the numbers advantage. What can they do with it?
Not a whole lot. They don't have Davey. They're going to makers on this team. If they can find a pluck or a dive, That'll break everything wide open.
Well, where's Turtle?
wait.
He's looking to break it wide open. Goes for Dzoni. Great hammer. Great stun. Oh my god, the save from Julio kills off Worst Turtle. What a play from the solo laner to keep this one going for Hex Mambo. Now the chase is on. Another double stun from Julio. Empty the crypts. Comes up. Worst Turtle. Yeah, the powerhouse there, but you're dead for 60 seconds. Preds, Panvich, they'll make it back to the base, but you're surely going to lose your Phoenixes here. Left side goes down mid. Under the eyes of Julio and opened up. Hex Mambo, crack this base open one more time.
Now Mambo need to win this game. One Phoenix left, it goes down. One more push is all they need.
Preds, oh my god, deleted. This should be a dunk and kill from Dzoni, and it will be. You've got Panvich, Gunter, Davey. 15 seconds for Worst Turtle. How much damage do you got, and can you put it in the right place? He's still got both bombs, but Six low and can't believe it, but he makes it out of there.
Risky play to make, though. Blink for hammer is not the best trade. No way!
Yeah, he goes for the dash, goes for the powwow, now has Dzoni, forces him into the sky, but you've got Julio for a little bit of help. The dunk is going to land, it's going to connect. No, it's just a bomb for now. Damage is there, and you got a little bit of backup, but Julio doesn't necessarily need it. It's a great combination from Hex Mambo. And like you said, it's another case, Worst Turtle. He goes in too deep, he goes in too far, he overcommits thinking he has the 1v1. But Hex Mambo don't play in the 1v1s now. You got fire minions in base. Good defense is going to stop that from happening. But this enhanced fire giant is Hex Mambo through and through.
And it's always Julio, just by Dzoni's side, dropping those bombs, making sure that no one can really finish the job onto Dzoni. We talk a lot about Dzoni throughout this game, but the fact that his team is so willing to play around him and facilitate him is a big reason why the Mambo are in this position now, looking for their final push to win this game.
They're in a great spot. Again, base is open. They've got a lot of damage. Oh my god, Gunter Panvich taken out immediately. Gunter gets back and tries to go for an ult, but can't do anything to save the Titan. It takes them 47 minutes, but Hex Mambo put themselves 1-0 up and move themselves one more step closer to qualifying.
To try and give that a Wheelish a little bit of extra help, though, from what we've seen out of Dzoni. Doesn't necessarily feel like he needs a lot of help to be able to get those gravity surges back off. Yeah, and looking at
good plays all around coming in from the Wargs. There were a lot of moments where it feels like it gave them a breath on the Mambo to suddenly be able to. You've got Julio and now Rapio to match out with Kha'Zix coming up as well. You got the whole crew coming for the blue buff. Preds is going to lead the way. Blue gets secured and stolen away by the Wargs. So now it's going to be what kind of fight can you have? Kraken comes out, Tornado, a lot of damage. Powwow looking to pull him in, and it's going to connect here with a great shot from Gunter. And first blood to the Wargs off of a massive combo in the ultimates.
That's what we were looking for in game number one. It took them a little bit of time to get there, but they finally do.
Pressure on the left side of the map and going for a Gold Fury. Not too outlandish. Unless something goes wrong, and Johnny's going to try to make something go wrong here. Is waiting, and Kha'Zix with a great position catches Davey out right after the leap. Johnny somehow manages to avoid some of the damage from Gunter, and now is trying his best things down. Panvich is in a little bit of trouble, takes some poke, but so far unable to fight. Now Pyromancer picked up by Hex Mambo. They're going to drop that one. It'd be the first objective they could get it, if they can get it. Instead, the fight's going to continue. Kha'Zix goes in, but the Whirlpool again stops the pull. Now goes for another onto Davey. Damage is there. You need the closeout. Rapio's got it. Now Dzoni is in danger. Powwow's looking for him. Chains, beads, getting used here. Should be a pull onto Kha'Zix right into a waiting Tornado Whirlpool combo. And there's just no walking away from that one. Fire Giant still good. Worst Turtle looking for potentially just a powwow, maybe a blink powwow, and there's going to be a Horus ult over to the left lane, but Preds goes alone, and it's going to separate things. Julio caught out by Worst Turtle, finds a kill there, and Preds opens up the door, takes down the left side Phoenix. Davey forced to fall back, but a great shot! Great ult from Spudio is able to help find that. Now you've opened up the door to chase down Worst Turtle. Gunter, Panvich, low in the health bar. Dzoni goes in. Dzoni wants a little more, does not have the backup he needs. Instead, it's Gunter. Fade away, Zephyr kills off Spudio. And now the turnaround is back for the Wargs. Aggression is on. They've got the gold, and they've got the damage to take you down, and they will. 3 gone on Hex Mambo, and it's going to be a second Phoenix.
Dropship over and give everyone the backup they need. Like some right side pressure. Frenzy comes out. Good defense so far.
Yeah, great play from Kha'Zix. Creates a lot of space and nullifies the Frenzy. It falls off. Loses his life for the trouble. trouble, but keeps the Phoenix alive. Now Wursturtle's in a 1v1. Johnny's looking for a little bit here. He's running around circles of the Palau. Lost the mid Phoenix and has to fall back to the Titan room.
I don't like
so it's a single
looking at this push without the Fire Giant. Much safer to just hold off, hit the EFG, and then make a game-winning push. The Wargs, though, they look like they're ready to fight.
Well, they want to. They're going to go right into the Titan room. There's an ult from Gunter.
Oh, wow.
They've got the Titan burn, and they've got themselves a game number 3. Wargs with a clean, commanding, controlling game 2 are pushing us the distance.
That is Preds
Well,
doing
these are the kind of gods that he loves to play, and he looks really good doing so. Now couple that along with the Ishtar, and then a Scylla.
Adjustments from Hex Mambo were really smart. Mainly the top 3 bans, getting rid of the things that caused them the most trouble during that last game, forcing Gunter, Wursturtle, and Panvich all onto new gods. I'm really excited. I feel like Dzoni, Julio, Spudio, like you've got maybe a little more carry potential from everybody on Hex Mambo. Whereas it feels like Gunter and maybe Davey are the control, and maybe that's the showcase. Dzoni with a clean 1-2 punch. Little help from Spudio. And Kha'Zix just in the neighborhood gets an assist. They pick up first blood in the left side, left lane, and now you might be looking for a little bit more. Rapio turning some damage around onto Gunter. You've got Dzoni who's rotating in. You dodge the I'm a monster. Now you know you've got the aggression you need to show, and you've got the kill. Dzoni trades his life out for it, but he picks up 2 to start things off. Now Wursturtle in a little bit of trouble. Does Rapio have the root? Just off the mark with the auto. That should be a really good knock-up impale combo. Unfortunately, it's under the tower and with a Bastion in front of you, so not too much to follow up on. Julio wants to go for a little bit knock-up right into Dzoni, who pulls him back in. Great shots over the walls. Now Panvich is low. You need something to close this one out, and it's going to be Rapio with a quick-fire ultimate to take down Wursturtle. Pressure on right 4 members of Hex Mambo.
You
would think that means
Wursturtle no longer can just dive straight in and say, hey guys, I'm here. And Panvich is going to be told that Dzoni is here.
Yeah, it's a very similar knock-knock, guess who's here. And unfortunately for Panvich, it's a simple knock-up. Julio's been doing a great job of just setup for Dzoni right now. Rapio, yeah, rotates in. Just a little too late. Spudio in trouble. That pillar, it's so well placed, tries to dodge things out, but you just can't get away. And Preds
on both.
Feeling a little.
Everything's looking essentially even across the board here. It's just a matter of how much pressure can Dzoni get.
Good interruption as well. Make sure that Davey doesn't get pulled in. Now Dzoni in a little bit of trouble. Has to play it safe, but can't weave through that one. Wursturtle ties the kills up 3-3, but has to get out of here. Great pluck from Kha'Zix. Threads the needle and picks up Wursturtle. Turns things around. And Spudio playing aggressive. Great shots. Great kills. Double for the carry on Hex Mambo. What a turnaround from the Order team.
Yeah, I gotta wonder who's laughing now at this point. Them just swarm over these targets. And yeah, Wargs did answer one back. They were able to get a kill in that engagement. Davey taking down Dzoni is big, but you have to be able to stay safe afterwards. You have to be able to win the fight after expending all those resources. And Dzoni, he's just coming right back around, still looking for these flanks. Julio goes in, finds the Fearless.
A double Fearless into a double knockup. That was the closest beacon for the Wargs, but stalled out by Hex Mambo. Should have been captured. Feels like it should have been captured. Instead, now it's starting to shift over. Causes a little blow, but I'm Monster. Not going to connect. This time, Davey taken down in a 2v1 on the left side of the fight. And now the aggression is there. Dzoni shows up with Spudio, and they've got the damage. They take out Panvich, and it's the solo, the carry, gone on the Wargs, and the beacon going over to Hex Mambo.
Yeah, I gotta wonder if maybe it's more beneficial for the Wargs with their team comp to let the Mambo step forward to that beacon themselves. They have area damage to use. Big circles are great. Where's Turtle? Not feeling as great, being run down right now. Dzoni over the wall, looking for the trade. Preds on his way to help out. Beads are good, keep Turtle alive. He might just find a way out.
It looks like Julio has a different target in mind. It's going to be Preds. Misses the stun, but finds the Fearless against the tower. And you know what? Consolation prize. Yeah, your jungler stays alive, but we'll kill somebody else. 8-3. Last game. I was wondering where Hex Mambo was half the time. Most of the answers were in their base. Now we're starting to get to see them, and this is what it means. A 3-level lead for the carry. And Spudio almost takes out Davey. Now in a 2v1, should be taken down. But you know, He's feeling pretty confident in his 1v1 capabilities if Worst Turtle and Gunter hadn't showed up to ruin things.
I mean, still a little bit behind in that build as well. You see Spudio finish his dominance, so a little bit more pen coming through. Uh-oh, Julio. Maybe. Oh, what a pull!
And what a shot from Rapio to follow it up. Oh my god, the combinations. Hex Mambo, they just play so well. And Rapio, he goes in, he dashes forward, he wants Panvich, and they're gonna find it. Hex Mambo notch another 2 on the board. And all of that.
From Spudio, Johnny in the area. He'll dissuade some of that. I should be fine for now. I'm surprised. Oh, man. Oh, man. Kha'Zix, oh, no.
Well, it might actually end up being the bait. You've got some help, and then you've got a nice stun coming from Julio. Kha'Zix goes in, knock up for Johnny. Forces the beast with the damage. The damage is there from Hex Mambo. They pulled the Wargs out of the base, and they pulled them into their demise. The chase is on, and it's just a question, who can you kill? Gunter is gone. Davey is gone. Preds is going to shortly follow him into the grave.
Wow.
One more shot. No, I can't believe it. Worst Turtle and Preds managed to walk out of that one, red health bars, but it does not matter. 2 carries gone, and Hex Preds and Davey want to change that. I don't know if Preds and Davey are going to be able to get away with it. Preds gets fearless. Julio putting a little pressure on, should force the ult, and now it's going to be the chase. But look at the loop. Look at Kha'Zix. Look at Rapio. Look at Spudio. They are going for the cutoff path, and they are looking for the duo lane right now. Davey is the primary target. Johnny's here to deal the damage. Ult from Davey buys some time, but not enough, and now both of them taken out. Ult's used by Hex Mambo, but who cares when you find kills like that? Tier 1 in mid and right, traded out by the Wargs. And now Phoenix is going to be under a little bit of pressure on left side. Looks like Hex Mambo want to play aggressive, and they're going to call the bluff. See what the Wargs do to reply.
If Julio and Johnny can delay any of these backs, luckily for the Wargs, they're able to get there in time. It's all down to Gunter and Panvich. How much space can be created?
Sometimes you just make the space. How much space can be created? Well, Rapio's got an answer. Turns it into a 4v5 in the blink of an eye. What a great shot. And now, guess what? Left side Phoenix, it's in trouble. It's going down slow. Again, this is not an enhanced fire giant. You need the minions if you want that little bit of extra help. But they're knocking on it. No problem. Worst Turtle pulled in by Johnny, and it's looking like it might be a second kill. Luckily, you've got a little bit of healing coming down from the team. Opens up the door, keeps the Wargs alive, but they're all low health bars. It's just trying to find the right target, and there it is. 45 seconds now. No Panvich. 7 until Davey respawns. Left side bird down. Mid dangling on the end of a fishing line, and it could be exactly what the team needs. Davey, you're in a little more trouble. Luckily for the carry, Rapio does not connect with the ult this time, and it is going to keep him alive. But now Pred's in a little bit of trouble. Pressure from Hex Mambo. They are not letting up. They want to go to the SWC group stages, and they want to go as quick as they possibly can. Panvich respawning, gonna have an answer for it, but the Titan is the target. Hex Mambo walking in. Rapio damage towards Worst Turtle, not throwing it towards the Titan just yet. They need this opening, they need the room, and it might be created by Julio. Gunter taken down. The damage, it's looking good, and Hex Mambo are doing exactly what they need to here in Game 3. They take down this Titan, and they're going to the group stages.
What a clinical performance from Hex Mambo. Extremely quiet in game number 2. Didn't